Hey, hey Facebook friends. Sorry the lighting is so bad. I look really pale. But I wanted to jump on real quick to say Happy New Year. And did not plan to jump on at all, but we just ate somewhere, and like we don't drink or party or anything like that. Oh, thanks, little. He's my flashlight over here. We don't drink or party or anything like that at all. Okay, maybe that's a good thing. Like that. Hey everyone, Happy New Year. We just ate at a restaurant, and it was crazy because everybody's talking about New Year's, and I saw a post and someone had posted about the decade, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, what are they doing tonight? Some people are staying at home, and I think you guys know I've talked about missing my kids and see you tomorrow, Melody. And I was just thinking about how things can change, and that it's not just a year, and it's not just a company, or it's not just life, but New Year's Eve this year, New Year's Eve last year, but I'm going to talk about 2009 New Year. So that was that decade ago, and it just clicked with me. Okay, so where I was, I spent New Year's Eve 2009 in a halfway house. Many of you guys know my history, drug addiction and stuff like that. I had spent 3 months in jail, and I was waiting that 3 months to see if they were going to send me to prison for my felony convictions at that time. If you're just jumping on, I was really bad heroin addict. I couldn't stay clean, and I would violate probation after probation. And so finally, after 3 months, the judge decided to give me a chance, and I was in the halfway house. And I remember first, when I was able to go to the halfway house, I was grateful. But then I remember crying at New Year's Eve because I was just like, gosh, I have to spend New Year's Eve here. But I was clean, and I didn't have anything. I had a 97 Ford Thunderbird that was in my parents' name. I was working at Red Lobster. I had to sign out every day, but I did not have anything. I knew when I left that place, my mom was going to come let me live with her. And my dad had given me money to buy clothes when I got out of jail. So I had just very basics, and I had some roommates, and the rules were we weren't even allowed to work that day. You had to be back because it was a halfway house, you were under, and I just remember that's where I spent New Year's Eve in 2009. And we all tried to make the best of it. We would play cards and stuff, and just spending that New Year's Eve being clean and sober. And that was 10 years ago. Definitely have had some tough New Year's between then, but those New Year's Eves before 2009, I was strung out, homeless, desperate. I've spent holidays either incarcerated or jail, but 2009, a decade ago, was kind of the start of me getting clean. And even though I didn't have anything and I was in a halfway house, I felt so full of hope. And then it's crazy how you can just go on over the years and you just want more, and feeling not happy or not grateful, and forgetting that. I literally was just in the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God, I remember where I spent it, and just being so grateful for everything, and just the changes in my life, but then the people that I've brought in, and just I know people may be not in their best spot right now, and but just trying to remember that things can change, but also not and there's also a lot of people that have it a lot worse. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry because I wore a lot of more makeup than usual. But so it's just, if you want to kind of reflect on the last decade, because it's not just going into a new year, we're going into a new decade, and if you're not happy with where you are, like, things can change. But I remember, like, literally having nothing. Like I said, I was fresh out of jail. I was in a halfway house. I was not allowed to leave. We weren't even allowed to go to work. We were all felons, either out of jail or out of prison. But I remember being so grateful to not be in prison, not be in jail, and be clean and be free of that addiction that had ruled my life for so many years prior. And feeling just more free then and more hopeful then with nothing than I had for a long time. So it's just crazy. Obviously so grateful for everyone always hanging along, all my Facebook friends and family. I hope you have a great New Year's. Be safe. See you in 2020. Love you all. Bye.